Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is a live. I was live yesterday, but there's a couple of topics that I actually haven't talked about that I wanted to talk about with you. So this is not going to be a very long live, but I want to talk about some things that I've seen going on in the news. And I want to say Happy New Year to all of you. Happy New Year. I hope that y'all had fun last night. I know some of you probably went to some parties. I saw it on TikTok. People were live recording parties, getting dressed up, having your liquor drinks and everything. Some of you have traditions that you do for the new year. Okay. And, eating good. Some people have parties, have dinners, or just have some good liquor. So, yes. Hey, Ty Tabler, how are you? Hey, Valentinas. So let's see. Well, as you can see on the screen, apparently some Benzino was smashing Bobby Valentino. Like what? I know that might. I don't know what to I don't know, Lord. Yes, people were wearing diapers. You know what? I used to always ask myself, how on earth could they stand outside for that long? Because it's so damn cold in New York to watch the ball drop. And when you're really cold, you tend to pee a lot. So a man got on camera. A few of them said, yeah, we're wearing diapers. And you know what? I mean, that's to be expected just a little bit because New York doesn't always have bathrooms available. Some places won't even let you use the bathroom unless you're a customer, and you can't leave your spot. You can't leave your spot. So, yeah, they wear the diapers and just go on and pee. I mean, I wouldn't want to be on my menstrual cycle out there, you know. I mean, you could wear the diaper. The diapers are not bad to wear on your period, but for hours, like 12 hours and more out there, hopefully no one's going number two while they're standing out there because Now the pee, yeah, the diaper will soak it up, but it's freezing cold too, and it'll be cold and wet and moist. And but now people know. Now you know they're wearing diapers to watch the ball drop standing out there for damn near 12 hours and stuff. So it was funny. It was funny when I saw the man. One man took out a pair of women's pads, but it looked like panty liners and they were thin. I'm like, baby, you know damn well that's not going to help you going to the bathroom out there. You need a full adult diaper on that's going to really absorb the pee. Yeah, when they're standing out there in New York to watch the ball drop on New Year's Eve, and they tell them you can't leave your spot. So there's some people arrive 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the morning, and they were there all the way until, the next day. And they're like, yeah, well, we have on diapers because we can't move. So we just go to the bathroom and in the diaper. So that was crazy. Okay, so let's see. The first thing I want to talk about is this, baby. Allegedly, I have to say allegedly, Benzino is smashing Bobby Valentino. Now, look, I'm not surprised about Bobby V because, well, Bobby V has been caught being with trans. What I'm shocked about is hearing that Benzino is supposedly smashing Bobby. Now, his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend has accused him of sleeping with Bobby Valentino and sending her to the hospital. I'm not sure how she ended up in the hospital. I don't have all the details. It's not much coming out yet that I've seen other than she says in a text message that you were sleeping with him. Benzino. Now, people like to make fun of Benzino. Benzino, look, I like some of his songs from back in the day, and people make fun of Benzino because of his neck being really short, and, he's a thug or trying to be a thug type of thing. And I don't picture Benzino smashing men, but a lot of men that you don't think have smecks with men do have smecks with men. So Bobby Valentino, I heard the rumors about him, and there was some video evidence that allegedly he was with trans and stuff, and some man said that he now had so much punani that he got tired of it and he wanted something different. So it's possible. Okay, let me zoom in. She says that in a text message, Benzino's ex, she said, you were effing Bobby. Please. I tried to love you. And I have my last, hold on. Let me make this bigger. Okay. You was actually effing Bobby Valentino. Please, I tried to love you. And I have my last to provide as mother. So you feel good about me losing my homes. Your son lost, stupid. He said once the court finds out what happens these last 6 months with Zeno telling everything, you'll be in deep trouble. So she so did the something. I don't think I cannot write. So you're admitting that you're bisexual. This is what she's saying to Benzino. You're admitting that you're bisexual. Oh my God. And you don't think all that along with no child support didn't send me to the doctors? Oh, so she's implying that she has been to the doctor because Benzino is smashing men and perhaps she caught something behind him. Her womb getting infected and stuff behind Benzino. She's saying you smashing Bobby. Okay, so everyone who did me dirty in 2025, now I understand why you was creeping all in my house, Bobby Valentino, behind my back. You men are nasty and dirty. So she's saying that Bobby Valentino was in her house creeping with her man Benzino. Benzino is saying that she has left a mental facility and that she's not all there and that this is a lie. I don't know. I don't know for sure if this is true or not. I mean, Bobby Valentino, before this came out, it came out that he was involved with trans and everything. But I never heard that Bobby Valentino was a bottoming. If anything, I guess Benzino would be the top. I guess I don't see Benzino being the one taking it, but then I don't know. I don't know for sure. So this is what she is saying. She is saying that he was in her house and sleeping with her man. Leave a heart if you believe that Benzino was smashing Bobby Valentino. I can't picture this one, but it's possible. Just because I can't picture it doesn't mean it's not possible. And look, I like Bobby Valentino's music. Ooh, my, tell me, how'd you get that in those jeans? The way you're pulling up is killing me. And the VIP. Okay, slow it down. I just want to get to know you. But don't turn around, 'cause that pretty brown thing was good to me. Oh, slow it down. So lovely. And I like, watch me beep, 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 beep. I mean, he makes good music. I love Anonymous. As far as who he sleeps with, that's his business, to be honest with you. But if he was effing her man, that's just horrible. Absolutely horrible. I mean, she didn't catch them in the bed together. But a woman sometimes knows. A woman can know. A woman might look through the text messages, or you smelling something that's off around the house or something, and he been around. I don't know. These are the things. So, So that's the allegation that she's making. Benzino's ex-woman is saying that Benzino is smashing or was smashing Bobby Valentino. May the truth come out. I don't know. We shall see.
The fact that he knew he needed permission.
Okay, this woman right here, she went viral because she was upset that a woman needed help from her husband at the grocery store. You know, people said, oh, she was acting like her husband was a big dime piece. I mean, that's her husband. And that how dare a woman ask my husband if he could help her get something down because there was no help around. Oh, they after my man. They're after my man.
They help these people, and the fact that they thought they could just ask him and he was going to move for them.
This right here reminds me of something that happened to me years ago that really shaped my idea around chivalry and self-respect and everything. And I know the people who are involved probably don't even remember and didn't look that deeply into it. But it was a very pinnacle point for me. So I remember I was going into a dealer's, I think it was, that had like the double doors. And I remember as I'm going to the door, this young man comes running up to the door to open the door for me. And as he opens the door and I go in, I see this beautiful lady is with him and she comes in behind me. Now I'm sitting there thinking like, he wasn't trying to open his door for me. I just happened to be standing here. He wanted to open it for this beautiful woman he was with. So I just go on through the second door. And then this lady looks at me. She's like, sis, you're supposed to let him come up here and open this door for you. And her telling me that made me realize that I had been taking the bare minimum from people in relationships, and I didn't feel that I was worthy of that kindness from him because I felt like, I wasn't pretty or what have you, and he was just doing this for her. But her sharing that with me and not being offended or mad that he was opening that door for me really made me start to think. And like I said, those people probably, I hope they still together. But those people probably ain't thought about that or didn't even get at a second thought. But for me, that meant a lot. And that's why stuff like this makes me mad, because it's like you are offended that your husband was showing somebody kindness. I would be embarrassed if my husband didn't, but that's just me.
The fact that he knew he needed permission to help these people, and the fact that they thought they could just ask him.
This woman is insecure. Why is it a big deal for your husband to help women at the grocery store if they need, basically they couldn't reach something was high up, and they asked her husband, could you please help us and get this down for us? So this woman is tripping because she said, why did they think they could ask my husband to get that down for them? Don't they see that he's married? Are you that insecure? Are you that insecure? There ain't nothing wrong with a man who is married helping another woman get something down. Like, it's not that serious. It's not. Unless I'm like pushing my cleavage in front of his face and licking my lips in front of him like, can you help me get this? And I start flirting with my eyes and pushing my titties up and shit. I mean, yeah, then I'm trying to get your man, but I'm not doing that. But if I said, excuse me, sir, could you please open this for me? I can't get it. And I mean, do I have to ask his wife for permission? Ma'am, is it okay if I ask your husband if he can get this box of macaroni down for me? Like, I have to, what? It's not that serious. This woman was starved of attention and wanting to feel like her man was really all that. Okay, that's why she made it such a big deal that two women asked her husband to get something down at the grocery store. And she was like, they have the audacity to ask my man to help them. Don't they see that he's married? He knew he needed permission. I'm like, if I were married and a woman, I mean, if she doesn't acknowledge my presence, then yeah, I might feel a certain type of way because you see I'm with my husband. This was my man. If you just like ignore me, then yeah, I'm going to look at you a certain way. But if she's like, oh, excuse me, y'all, can I ask you something real quick? I can't get this up here. I'm kind of short. Could you get this for me? And maybe he might look at me. I'm like, go ahead, baby, go ahead. And I'm standing right there, so she ain't going to try nothing. So go ahead. So yeah, this was crazy to me. Oh my God. Let's go to the next topic.
The reason why it's so hard for people to accept that K-pop has its roots in Black American culture is that they look down on Black Americans. If someone were to say that K-pop took from the Backstreet Boys or from Britney Spears, I can almost guarantee you that they would not be facing the same amount of intense backlash that this creator is getting. And that's because there's no inherent sense of negativity or devaluation of things that come from white people or white Americans. But bring up black kids that grew up in the inner city like New Edition and TLC, who inspired both those white artists and K-pop, and the conversation goes down very differently. Because black people and our cultures are very much looked down upon, especially on a global stage. So any association between blackness and K-pop feels more like an attack rather than a historical explanation of the art form. Even though the leaders and pioneers of K-pop will admit that black culture is the base. That's all to say that if anti-blackness were removed from this conversation, it would be a whole lot easier to have. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments and follow this account for more takes just like this. The reason why it's so hard for people to accept that K-pop has its roots in Black American culture is that
this was crazy to me. I don't, hey, Indiana, mom, I don't listen to K-pop, but I know about it. I'm like, who doesn't know they're copying Black American people? Like, how doesn't anybody know this? How in the world are we in 2025 and people still don't know that R&B and hip hop and house music and jazz music is Black American culture? Why don't people understand this or know this? Look at how they're dressing. The music that they make. K-pop artists remix Black American R&B songs. I literally saw the commercial, a TikTok video where they literally stole or took songs from our music and then remixed it, and they have cornrows and shit. I'm like, come on now. Come on. Like, who is denying that K-pop is Black American swag and R&B and hip hop? It's crazy to me. You know, I've seen this debate a lot with different cultures, people denying that Afro beats is inspired by Black American culture. When Tyler came out, people said, "Oh, she ain't copying you." I'm like, "Yes, she is. The stuff she's saying in her songs is our terminology." And it's okay to be inspired. Just don't lie and say that you're not emulating American. I don't know what's going on, why people lie about this so much. This is just weird to me. It's weird. Like, you know what R&B is, okay? You know who made R&B music. You know, and R&B also was pop too. Okay, and I love Britney Spears. I love Backstreet Boys. Backstreet Boys has some good ass music. And NSYNC, like, they were something else during the 90s. But even they admitted to loving R&B, especially Justin Timberlake said that some of the people who inspired him were Black American artists. Okay, and Britney Spears loved Janet Jackson. So let's stop the bullshit here. How is it? It's like being erased or something, or people just denying it. One minute, some people will say, "Oh, you're being ghetto." And then the next minute, "Oh, well, I'm going to rock the ghetto stuff. And then I'm going to do it and try to do it better than you, make it popular. And then I'm not going to give you any credit at all." It's so weird. It's so weird because we know that there are certain styles that come from different cultures that's very popular, and we would give credit to it. Like, wearing Indian forehead jewelry. Okay. People do that. I remember when Gwen Stefani was rocking that, and that was her thing. And that came from Indian culture. And anybody who saw that knows it comes from Indian culture. R&B music is Black American music. And then there are people who are Black in different countries who are getting real pissed off that we have been making it very clear this is our culture. It's not yours. This doesn't come from you. You can like it, you can add on to it, you can join in, but when it comes to acknowledging where does it come from, tell the damn truth. I like stuff from different cultures, and I will tell you where it came from. I like some Arabic songs. I like some Indian beats. I like some opera songs and stuff, and Irish ethereal music and stuff. Oh, it's beautiful. And if someone were to ask me if I was to sing it, I would say, yeah, I like this. Comes from the Irish ethereal type of music. This is really cool. My thing is, why all of a sudden when it's a Black person, no one can say, and I notice they keep trying to say Black like a blanket statement. It's like, no, you're not. Be specific. What Black group are you talking about? And for years, even we didn't do this. We would label everybody just Black. And I remember when I tried to make the distinctions, people used to tell me off and said, Black is just Black. No, the fuck it's not. Do I cut up vaginas and marry 9-year-olds off like they do in parts of Africa? No, that ain't my culture. That's not my culture. We don't have the same culture. And we're not all 100% the same. So stop with that damn lie. But now everyone's trying to sing a different tune. Like, oh my God, you're right. You're right. Don't mean we can't be friends. Don't mean we can't join cultures together and acknowledge it. Doesn't mean we can't make babies or marry. But you're not going to lie anymore. Okay, I'm sick of it. Okay, thank you. Foxtrot, Happy New Year to you as well. Burner Boy says Black people don't have culture. The man is copying Black people. And he made some okay things. Yeah. Afro beats has been doing the damn thing, but they are mixing African beats with our American Black hip hop and R&B. They fused it together, and now they trying to say it's their own thing. You're fusing American R&B styles and hip hop with African beats. And that damn Kai Sanat said that Black people don't have culture. His whole fucking swag and image is Black American. Like, who the fuck? What is he talking about? And he still got support That's weird to me. I would not be pouring into him, making him a millionaire, and he's gonna. All the people he had on his show coming in was a lot of Black American artists. The way he dresses and stuff, but then he wanted to sit up there and say you have no culture. I have a whole video on a different platform showing the culture. We are Americans, first of all. American culture is heavily influenced by Black culture. We have our foods that we eat from our culture. We have certain languages and, certain AAV and all that other stuff. Y'all, a lot of people copy it. Commercials, bling. Remember how bling bling became popular, and then all the high fashion designers started using bling in their commercials to sell their products and to market their products blinged out. But people want to always, man, please. I don't know why people lying to themselves. Okay. Now, as far as even jumping the broom is Black American culture. Jumping the broom when you get married. Okay. We might not have arranged marriage type of culture. And maybe we don't believe. I mean, you have some Black people into hoodoo and stuff in parts of New Orleans. And there are different groups within Black America, in different parts of in the country. Gullah Geechee and the Louisiana Creoles. Then you have the Midwest. We got a lot of different stuff going on. I just think that we haven't made it clear globally, and we don't talk about it or take pride in it. So people come up over here and they think, oh, you're just, who are you? I'm like, baby, look how you're dressed. Look at how you're speaking. Look at the music you're making. Even the food you're eating. Black culture, the food dominating the entire South cuisine and white establishments too come from Black people. The cornbread, the yams, the baked macaroni and cheese, the red velvet cake, okay, the sweet potato pie, and a lot of other stuff that is in restaurants too. Tea cakes, hoe cakes, all those other things, the cornbread, the hot cornbread cake. Like, what? Like, stop playing with us. It's weird to me. Like, how can you live here for so long and not know? Are they just, they're intentionally acting stupid, like they don't know this? So it's like, well, I guess it's time to tell them. And someone said, you know what? It's time to start making it clear when you say things. You say my culture, like in our culture we do this, in this culture we do that, type of thing. So. But I kind of blame Black people a little bit because some Black people just let these people come up over here and you just let them claim to be you. Well, I've been saying I can't go to Nigeria or Somalia claiming to be them people. They will let you know real quick, you ain't our people. You ain't our culture. You don't speak our language. You don't operate like us. You don't even look like some of us. So what are you talking about? But yet everybody get to be Black in America and just say everybody just the same people. No, it's not. So now that Black people are trying to make it clear, no, people are getting pissed off. It doesn't mean we can't be friends or anything. It's just, it's time to acknowledge who Black people are. Okay, and people trying to take the credit for stuff they didn't create. So, banana pudding, the collard greens with the neck bones, and I don't give a damn who call it slave food. That's some good ass food, and people love it. People love it. So. Okay, I'm not for being hostile and stuff. We can be friends and stuff. My thing is that you can't lie and say that you're me or that your culture is my culture. No, it's not. And there are some cultures I'm not claiming because it's disgusting. So in different parts of the world from where Black people are. So, okay. So K-pop is copying Black people. I mean, it's as clear as day, and I don't even listen to them, but I've seen it. I'm like, this is Chinese, Korean R&B. I'm like, they need to educate their people where R&B comes from. Okay, because I guess they don't know or they're in denial about it. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so let's go to the next topic.
The class divide of the future is going to be who can read and critically think and who cannot. Let me explain. What every educator on this app is talking about, and what every educator in the field is noticing, is a dramatic decline in basic critical reasoning skills and basic literacy skills among students. This is particularly pronounced among high school age students, where they're engaging with more complex material and can't grasp basic concepts or manage basic memory about those concepts. And what this is creating is a generation entering the workforce without basic comprehension skills that is going to make it very hard for them to keep and maintain any form of employment. On the inverse of this, we're seeing kids in more affluent families being not only pulled out of the public school system and sent to things like Montessori schools, but being pulled away from technology, not given access to anything more than, say, a TV or a video game station until they're a teenager. No tablets, no phones, things like that. And what they're doing to fill their time instead is the normal childhood stuff of playing outside, reading a book, coloring sheets, all of these things that seem like play but are actually building soft skills that make someone much better able to navigate the world around them as they get older. The gap is not going to be who can use AI and who cannot. The gap is not going to be who is an all-star on the ACT with a full ride and who is not. The gap is going to be who can reason in a basic way and who cannot. And those that cannot will probably be left behind.
Basically, he's saying it's going to be the slow children versus the children with sense. And that apparently a lot of teachers are online saying that these children are slow. Okay, and they're not making it racial, by the way. I've seen a lot of them saying these kids cannot read, they cannot write, they're being passed to high school, they cannot do basic things, they're lazy, they're on the phone all day, they are slow. And this is our future of America, and we cannot compete with the Chinese or other people who are surpassing us because our children are getting slower. They're getting slower. I've even seen men saying the hygiene is getting more fucked up. What's going on here? I don't know. You got a bunch of kids who had kids who are lazy parents and they've given up, or they can't read either. And they're having kids so they kids can't read because mama and daddy can't read. This is the problem why it can't be fixed. When you have babies, kids, and slow people keep having kids, the mama and daddy, or the mama slow, the baby slow. And no one's pouring into getting a tutor for them at an early age and in their education to get better. Or they keep relying only on the teachers and yelling, why can't my child read? They go to school. Do you pick up a book and read to your damn kids when they're at home, besides just the school teacher? Do you sit down and try to do basic things with them? Do mind games to expand their brains and stuff? So he's saying in the future, it's not going to be about technology. He says basically those who have sense with basic comprehension skills, who are not slow, are going to surpass the ones who are slow. They can't maintain a job. They can't understand basic shit, is what he's saying. Okay, so I mean, the future ain't looking too good up in America when it comes to education and the kids. Some people said take them out of the public school. He said the parents that did that, they're not letting their kids even get on tablets and stuff. They're both fucking up, is what it sounds like, what he's saying or something. So, I highly suggest that if you can read to your child and have them reading as soon as possible and doing little math skills and comprehension things at the house and at school. And if you can afford to invest in a tutor on the weekends or something, do that for your baby.
I see this on social media and in real life all the time. Women that date and obsess over black men are annoying. Asian, black, Latino, black, white, black, whatever it might fucking be. It is always the black man. Always. Want to make that their whole personality, base everything off that man. You know, carry that man around like a fucking assessor because they gotta announce it like we don't see him right next to them. Then they start acting a certain way, they start talking a certain way, they start dressing a certain way, they start being a certain way. And guess what the fuck that is? It's always the stereotypical black woman, yes. The black woman they see on social media. Always. And it's obvious that the women that have never dated outside of the race, or this is the first time in their life that a black man has liked them. I don't know what it is. I really don't know, but you bitches are weird. And as a Latino, I see it in the Latino community all the time. Siempre. And it's always the women with the black man. I never see it with women that date other races. Never. Here and there, here, but never as big as the women that date black men. I see this on social media and in real life all the time.
Okay, so what do y'all think about that? I mean, as a black woman, I don't have to perform for black men. I don't perform from any race of man. I've dated interracially. The way I act right now with a black man, I act the same way with a man not black. I am a woman. I don't operate by my race first. I'll operate as a woman first. I don't perform. I don't do any ass kissing. I don't do any begging. I know that I'm the prize and that he's lucky to have me. And I don't, with any man I talk to, regardless of what his race is, and I'm not doing that. You know, like if I date an Asian man, you're not going to catch me putting on a fake Asian accent and all that other stuff. I'm not doing all of that. So I'm going to be me. I will learn things about the culture and vice versa for him, and we will be together anyway. Just where he's a man, I'm a woman. Okay. When I've dated interracially, it wasn't any different than any other man I talked to. If he was black or not, he's a man. I'm a woman. We want to get to know each other. So, but she's saying that these women are acting different once they get with a black man. I know exactly what she's talking about. All of a sudden, she's acting with a new accent, or she's trying to act like she got more flavor all of a sudden, or copying black women's recipes online. I mean, I can understand that. If you date another culture and you want to cook for them, you want to learn the food. Some of them have the attitudes, though, towards black women, which is what I don't like. You can't come into somebody else's race and culture and disrespect the women of that culture, yet you're dating the man. And a number of them do this because the black man also doesn't like the black woman, and he gives them permission to disrespect the women from his community or his race, which is disgusting to me. Okay, and the black men in the comments, they didn't like this video. They were like, well, why can't she act like that? Y'all do it with white men, so why can't she sweat us and be on our nutsack and act all this and act like that? Okay, Black says, yeah, they get too comfortable. Yeah. I mean, who the fuck are you to be staring me down if I look at you with a black man and looking at me like, I mean, I don't look at these women with an attitude, but I have had this happen where when I make eye contact with these women who have a black man, they tense the fuck up. They catch a stank ass attitude. Like, I want they man. I don't even want him. And I'm like, so this is how you act to the community you bringing your ass in? Them half black babies you gonna have that have half of our fucking genetics. This is how you treat the women from your man's race? How disrespectful and disgusting of you. And you have the nerve to parade your fucking baby claiming your baby's a little black girl. You don't even like black women, bitch. Some of y'all out here. How you go from not liking black women and we jealous of you and this and shit and I got a black man to now calling your fucking baby with him a black woman? I thought you didn't like black women, so how's she black now? Don't get me wrong. Y'all get exactly what I'm trying to say. Personally, I don't care if they identify as black or not. If they look, how some of them look black anyway, but I ain't getting into that. Okay. That's a whole video I can do on that. But my point is that how can y'all not like the black woman, but then say you gave birth to a black woman? Make it make sense. Or you don't even get along with the black women in his race. Now, I can see if a black woman is being nasty to you. Don't be nice to her. She don't respect you. You don't have to respect her. But it's the basic respect. Like if I date a Mexican man, I'm going to be around Mexican women. I can't come up in there just acting nasty to Mexican women, just off the rip because they're Mexican and I have a Mexican man. My daughter or sons will be half Mexicans. You have to respect that culture, learn the language, learn the foods that they cook so that they can be a part of their culture too. So it's just interesting to me. So she said, yeah, they switch up. They start acting different or acting weird because they got a black man. Like, oh my God, I can't believe a black man is fucking with me. Oh, I'm getting some black dick. That happens too, especially if he laying it down and it's big, they going crazy. Oh my God, oh, the BBC. Oh, I mean, shit. That ain't nothing for a black woman. We been dealing with it. Those of us who have experienced it. I mean, shit. I'm just saying, I don't gotta perform for no black man and all that other stuff like they be doing. You know? I ain't gotta do all that, and you shouldn't do that. And what's crazy to me is when they start acting like black women. I'm like, so how y'all don't like the black woman? Brag about taking the black man. The black man claim he don't like the black woman, but all of a sudden it's okay for the Latina and the Asian woman to start swinging her hips and doing her hairstyles and dressing and talking like a black woman from your community. All of a sudden it's sexy. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, because she's not black. That's some bullshit to me. It is. And I don't like it when they start like that bad baby girl. What's her name? She's a hood rat. Stop lumping these hood rat fucking non-black women with me. I ain't no hood rat. I can't stand when they do that. Try to make me compete with some hood rat non-black chicks. I'm like, she's a hood rat. I'm not a hood rat. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Hold on. Okay. My mic had went out for a second. But yeah, I'm not saying they're all like this, but there's a number of them like that. Like you, and then you got black men trying to give the black woman's culture away for another woman to act like a black woman. You want her to be kind of black, but not all the way black. And it just, I don't even care that much anymore about it. It is what it is, but it's just really hypocritical to me how some of them both claim they can't stand black women, but you want the black woman's essence. You want the black woman's flavor. You want to learn how to cook like us. You want to learn how to dance like us. You want to learn how to dress like us. You want to learn how to fuck like us. You want to learn how to fucking enhance your fucking features like us, some of you out there. You want to learn how to be more strong in your opinion with strength. And I'm not talking about no masculine strength. You want to learn how to sing like us. You want to learn how to fucking do a lot of shit. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. But then you don't want to give credit, or you want to get your black man and then stare at us on the job or out in public when you with him like, bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? First of all, don't disrespect me. How dare you try to come into somebody else's racial group and disrespect and compete with the women instead of trying. I mean, you have some who will be embrace black women and don't have issues with black women. But then you have others who are racist. How the fuck can you be racist against a black woman and you fucking a black man who came out of a black woman? Your fucking daughters is fucking half of my genetics, bitch. The fuck are you talking about? Where'd you think that curl pattern came from and that golden caramel skin? Whose genes helped create it? But yet you want to fucking disrespect the woman that he comes from, his grandma, his aunties, his cousins. I don't do that when I interracially date. It's disgusting to me. But they're getting away with it because the black men they're with also are racist too. But then y'all both want to call the baby y'all had together a black. I guess she the new black woman now. Fuck y'all, both of y'all. The ones who do that. The ones who do. This is not a video against everybody in interracial. I'm talking about the ones who do that. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But she's basically saying that they be acting fake. They switch up. They have a new identity. They got a new black scent. They act and they fetishizing the man. They just act not like themselves now that they got this black man. And obsession. They have no identity. So, Mr. Universe says, I'm not saying it's right, but non-black men do it too. I don't date wigger non-black men. If I interracially date, I don't like them. Don't get me wrong. Some of them are nice. They will marry you. And they'll date you and like you, and they'll be proud to show you off. The thing is, though, is that they take on those ghetto ways, and I don't want no ghetto black man. So I definitely don't want no ghetto non-black man. And some of them act too familiar sometimes too. I've had that happen where they thought they could talk to me a certain way. And it wasn't necessarily extremely disrespectful, but it's like, excuse me? Like, no, I didn't like it. I remember I went to Wendy's and I was looking good, and this guy, I could tell he was into black women, this white guy and stuff, the wigger type. And I wasn't smiling. He said, "What's wrong with you?" He said it with that accent. He said, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm looking at him like, excuse me? Like that whole, why you ain't smiling? Like, I don't know you. And I just came in here to get my food. Like, okay, you like what you see. You feeling me. But I ain't smiling like that. Now you mad. Like, don't talk, watch it. Or when they start using certain terminology a certain way that's in the black community. Some of it is okay and some of it I don't like. Like, I don't like that. I don't want no ghetto ass non-black man. I don't want no wigger, okay? I don't want it. I don't want no ghetto black man. I don't want no ghetto wigger. And I don't want no one that's too damn comfortable in certain stuff. So, certain things, that's a whole different video. So, but she said what she said, okay? Speaking of that, this woman, what she said just made me scratch my head a little bit. This made me scratch my head a little bit. This woman goes viral for claiming that black men are the worst to date because they tend to treat women poorly and are not romantic. So this is what she said. She said maturing is realizing black men are the worst men to date, and it's really sad. I love black men, but out of all the races, they treat us the worst. They are the least romantic, and so much bullcrap comes with them. It's very rare to find a good black man, and I hate that so much. Okay, and I'm not saying that she's lying. My issue is, how is it? How do you say in one sentence, black men treat you like shit, and then in the next sentence you say, but I love them? This is the sickness that's wrong with black women. Now, I don't stereotype all black men. I don't. I don't think every single black man walking the earth is terrible. Are they romantic? A good portion of them are not. They shun it. They say it's simping. They say in their music, I like to fuck, I like to F, I don't make love, 50 Cent, and all of that. The culture that a lot of them promote is anti-love. So I'm not with it. Okay, not every man, not black, is romantic, but they embrace it a little bit more, especially the Hispanic men and some white men. My thing is, though, is that for one, I'm so tired of this when I see black women admitting that they've been treated like shit. Her experience she's been treated like shit. She hasn't been given love. So why are you saying in this sentence that you love black men? Why do you love someone that treats you like shit? Make it make sense. And again, I'm not saying this is the experience of every single black woman, but I've noticed that a lot of black women are afraid. They are afraid to just say, look, they treated me like shit and I don't like them. They always feel this guilt. They feel guilt after they say it. And they always say, but I love them. But I see this all the time. They'll say, yeah, they treat us bad. Yeah, they don't marry. Yeah, they do this, but they was taught this. Bitch, please. And then they'll say, oh, well, but I still love them though. I love my good brothers. It's like they always have to say that they feel this guilt. Like they just can't say for themselves personally in their personal life, oh my God, I never met a black man that loved me. My daddy didn't love me. I never met a black man who loved me. I've been treated like shit. I've never had romance from a black man. They always say, but the ones, it's like, you don't have to always say all that. That's not your experience. Say, my experience has been, I have never met a black man that loved me. I have never been courted by a black man. But they feel guilty when they admit it. Like some sort of shame, like, oh my God, I can't actually say this. So I have to throw in the good ones. But there are good ones. You ain't never had one. And then they'll say, my daddy and you don't fuck your daddy. You don't fuck your uncles or your brothers. And of course they treat you different. You're related to them. You don't fuck them. You don't date them. You don't know how they treat the women that they're with like shit. And what do they have to do with who you fucking are dating? What has been your experience personally as you, as an individual. I'm not going to say in one sentence, they treat me like shit. They don't give me romance. They treat us like so much like shit. And then say, oh, but I love them. That don't go together. How can you love someone that treats you like shit? I don't have undying loyalty. Shit. I treat those who treat me good with the love and respect. Like Mr. Universe got my fucking respect. He knows what the fuck it is. He's proven himself. I don't have to say shit. He knows exactly what it is. He actually is on here and he can listen to me, give my opinions, and he doesn't hate me. He doesn't send me death threats, which has happened. He understands that I'm not talking about every fucking black man. And he sees the fuckery too. He sees it. But, you know, I'm not going to label every damn black man that. So, let's go. I think black women are suffering from Stockholm syndrome when it comes to black men as a collective. They are. They're in too much pain to admit to themselves, oh my God, I've never been loved by. I actually saw a black woman on TikTok. She asked black women, what did she ask them? Have you ever been loved or romanced or loved by a black man? And so many of them said no. It was heartbreaking. And she even said, damn, I'm so sorry. I wish this for you. Majority of them had never been married. They had never received romance. They had never had their bills paid. They had never had probably an orgasm from a black man. They had never felt loved by a black man in their personal life. So many of them. So many. It was actually embarrassing and shameful. And it's not their fault. You know? And I always say, how can you have such loyalty, automatic loyalty, and your own fucking daddy didn't even fucking like you? Your daddy ain't even raised half of y'all. He ain't even love you. And I'm sorry to say it like that. So where does this loyalty come from when so many of us have the same fucking story? You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in automatic loyalty. I don't believe in that shit at all. I give loyalty. That shit is earned from me. You ain't getting that shit just because you happen to be of the same race. I look at what have you done? What are y'all doing for black women? Shit, that's the problem. Y'all undying loyalty is why you keep getting your ass kicked by black men emotionally. They keep, as a collective, not the sprinkle who do love you, as the collective, black men as a global collective, they keep slapping you because you keep accepting scraps. They don't got a build for you. Every time they don't do shit, it's because of the white man. Oh, the white man taught him to hate me. But shut up. It's 2025. Stop. I can go on and on and on. Okay? A number of you tell the black men as a collective, you can do whatever you want. Treat me like shit. Tell black men don't fuck me and make kids with me. Go make all these other half black babies globally. Do all of this and I'm going to sit my ass here and beg that you come back home and finally learn to love me because I can't go to another race while you fuck the whole world. And that's why you don't get any fucking respect, because you don't respect you. You ain't laid down the law. You ain't put your foot down like them fucking Korean women with that 4B shit. You ain't done it. That's why they don't respect you. You are an abused woman. The more he keep whooping your ass and smacking your ass upside the damn head and disrespecting you, you keep coming on to public platforms begging and praying for him to love you in front of everybody. You are something to pity. And then on top of that, when other groups of people talk shit who are racist, yeah, I don't want you either. It makes it even worse. The ones who do that. And then you're like, oh my God, please, black man, please love me. Please accept me. Please, I gotta fix it. Oh, it's the white man's fault. Oh, it's the Arab man's fault. Oh, it's the Chinese fault. Oh, it's this fault. Oh, can you please love me? Please, please, please. What I gotta do? Okay. Okay, I accept your half black kids now. I accept your non-black woman. I'll celebrate it. Damn it. Please, damn it. I love you. You're the king. Please. Everybody wants you. Oh, you're my fucking Hebrew Israelite king, the Joshua, Jacob, and all that other shit. Please, black man, love me. You are a beggar for love from him. And that's why he doesn't respect you. Don't no man respect no woman like that. They gotta beg and that's desperate. They know you desperate, a lot of them. Y'all always crying for them to love you and choose you. And that's why the fuck they keep. You would think with his position within society and seeing this pain he's put you in, he would love you enough to say, oh my God, I need to do better. But they're not doing it. They keep turning the key. They keep like, yeah, make her hurt. I want you to pay for that Ricky Lake show. Damn it, turn the key. Show her. Teach them so that they'll never leave. They'll shut the fuck up about everything about me that's wrong and accept what I give them. They gonna learn who the king is. You see how this white woman giving me pussy now? You see this Asian woman giving me pussy? See, I can leave you. They do accept me now. You see that? They accept me now. They didn't about 50 years ago, but they do now. I'm gonna leave your ass. You see how I can leave you? You see how I am leaving you. So what you gonna do? You gonna shut up? You gonna shut up, black woman? Stop complaining about me not having no jobs. Stop complaining, because we leaving. Get in line. I'm gonna breed my ass out and you, but get in line. Get in line. Keep begging. I love it. Payback, bitch. You was fucking the white man during slavery. I mean, I could have tried to save you, but I didn't. But still, you did it. I don't care if it was great. Come on. It's time to pay. I'm the king. Everybody got to pay. Everybody shall bow on their knee to me, the black man. I'm the king. I'm the alpha. Everybody want my BBC. I'm going to impregnate everybody. Bow, bitch. You ain't all that. You thought you was because you got a job in education. You thought you was changing something. You thought you would elevate without me. Nah, bitch, come and bow. Because you need me. You need marriage. Ain't nobody marrying you. Come beg, bitch. That's how they look at y'all. And I ain't doing it because I got options. And I'm not doing it, period. Stop begging for them. You're lowering our value within the sexual market, as Kevin Samuel said. You're lowering it. No man wants something that nobody else wants. Stop begging like for crumbs. Stop begging. Stop whining every time they don't want you. Stop it. You're hurting us. You're hurting our image. You're hurting our the way we're looked at in the world. I refuse to see beautiful black women looked down upon because of this mess with black men. And stop apologizing for how you feel. Every time, stop feeling afraid to say, I've been treated like shit by black men. I've never been loved by one. But I love them though, but I love you. You don't have to add that on all the time because you feel guilty for admitting the painful truth. Damn. So that's all I have to say on that.
Viral security footage captured on.
And this is to show you that there are weak men, some of them out here who are not black. Look at this weak punk mother effer, how he let his girlfriend get attacked.
December 6th shows the terrifying moment a woman was forced to fight off a knife-wielding mugger after her much taller male companion chose to step back and hide behind a wall.
This is the era of weak men will be bred out. We're no longer fucking you weak men. No matter what race you are, we're not breeding with you. Your weak genes and beta ass is going to get bred out. We ain't playing with you no more.
In a move he's now unfortunately paying for with internet infamy. The pair of American tourists were walking down the street on vacation in Colombia when the armed attacker suddenly approached them, lunging at the woman trying to steal her phone, according to Newsflash. A man passing by on a motorcycle is then seen doing what her companion failed to do, jumping into action to help the woman. The passerby hopped off his bike and hit the mugger in the head with his helmet. A few other people passing by also jumped in to help fight the mugger off in a dramatic struggle.
You see how she had a weakling? You saw how weak he was? He would be dumped the same effing day. I could never look at my man again as a man. It would be over. You let two men roll up on me like this, and this is what you do? You stand back and you let two men do this to me? Baby, it's over. The relationship is over that day. Get your shit and go. If we're sharing a hotel, check out, whatever you got to do. I'm not ever effing you again. You can never be the father of my kids. You can never be my husband. Letting two men roll up on me like this. And you don't do anything to help me? Disgusting. I'm happy the internet freaking roasted him up.
No man in history has ever told a woman that he really wants, that he wants to see where things go and take it slow. That's not how men operate. When we want you, we come and get you. There is no waiting. No man in history has ever told a woman that he really wants, that he wants to see where things go and take it slow. That's not how men operate. When we want you, we come and get you.
Can you believe that there were some women in this comment section saying, not this one, but under his video saying, every man is different. Baby, he's telling you as a man, when we want you, they make it very clear, very fast. Okay, he is not going to wait a week on average to even ask you out on a date. It don't take that long. I mean, it won't go beyond a week. Okay, he is going to call you. He's consistent. Don't be too aggressive though and too damn crazy. You know, like give me some room to breathe. But you know, he will let you know. He's going to pursue you. There will be no confusion. If you're a woman that's confused, it's because he's not really into you. You usually know because he's going to call. He's going to call you back like he said he would. He's going to ask you, what is your schedule? If you're busy, he's going to set up a date. He is going to put effort in. Okay? You know when a man is putting effort in. And if a man's saying take things slow, it means he's not really sure about you, or he has a woman already, or he's effing other women. You know when you ain't the main woman. You can tell. You know when a man really ain't into you. It ain't hard to tell. He ain't even calling you like that. And when he does talk to you, he ain't that interested. And if he hasn't asked you out on a date, that man don't want you. And if he does, he sucks at courting, and I don't want that. Absolutely not. So, oh my God. So yeah, he says, look, we make it very clear that we want you. We don't say that we want to take things slow with you. Not no man that wants you, that actually wants you. Okay?
We are witnessing the collapse of male idolization. That patriarchy has taught us to idealize and idolize maleness, such that it ignores and it teaches us to be desensitized to dysfunctional behavior. There is a program that requires in this system that we justify, excuse, and explain away dysfunctional male behavior in order to uphold systems, in order to uphold the status quo. We are literally watching the karmic returns happen right before our eyes. That even as we've been taught, programmed into this idea that authority is best in male form, that men are leaders, and that they're better leaders than women, and that they can be entrusted with leadership while they simultaneously cannot be entrusted to support, to honor life, or to have self-control, is giving us an opportunity to cleanse out whatever maleness program we still have within our system. The one that's allowed disgusting and dysfunctional male behavior to be funny, to be innocent, to be not that big a deal, to be a woman's fault, to be a woman's responsibility to support, to defend, to uphold, and to accommodate. These are the kinds of ideologies. When you look at these idols, because maleness is an idol, whiteness is an idol, religion is an idol, and these three function together. That whiteness is to uphold white men. White women are elevated by default of their proximity to white men, but that the system of white supremacy itself was to uphold dysfunctional white men. That the system of Christianity supports a deity. And I think this is ultimately why we must defend men, because we've been spending years defending a violent human dysfunctional male God who asked the father of the faith to sacrifice his son, who trafficked Job just to prove a point, who erased the entire human race because he got tired and frustrated with his own creation. And that in this telling of this story, that the feminine principle was completely erased. That female leadership is seen as a punishment to men. That when men don't do their part, then women will take charge. It's almost like a threat to men. Meanwhile, this entire creation, in Genesis 1:1, it says that darkness was upon the face of the deep, and that the darkness itself is the feminine principle, is the womb space. That this entire thing, that light literally derives from the darkness. The idea that women are not leaders as they birth the entire human race is one of the greatest illusions that we've taken on, that we've absorbed. And it represents a collective sleep. Marianne Williamson mentions this. She says that he was mentioned to have slept, but never did it say he awakened. And we are in a time where we get to wake up and cleanse the need to defend harmful behavior just because it's occurring in a man. The bottom line is, this is so much more extensive that just like white supremacy, just like the illusion of separation from divinity reaches so far that it's hard to even quantify all the things that it affects. But that this is an opportunity for us to cleanse out whatever parts of ourselves that are still so male identified that we support the degradation of life itself. We are witnessing the collapse of maleization, that patriarchy has taught us to idealize and idolize maleness such that it ignores and it teaches us to be desensitized to dysfunctional behavior. There is a program.
All right, y'all. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. My mic had went out again. Okay, so look, what she said. Did she lie? Did she lie? So she's saying that it's ending this whole worshiping men just because they are male and the disrespect of women, and we're the ones who carry the children. We're the ones who breastfeed. We're the ones who keep homes in order. But yet they're saying that we cannot lead. And we know that this is not true. So I want to give a little bit of my opinion, okay, of hold on, make sure the volume's up. Okay. All right. So what I think is, okay, the reasons that men are never going to listen to women because leadership and telling somebody what to do is considered masculine. Now, some say we don't need to tell each other what to do. We need balance. It ain't gonna work like that. And men don't operate like that. Men do not want a woman telling them what to do because men are violent. They like to fight, and when they fight, they get hard-ons too. And you have a vagina, they will rape you. You can never be men on average. No, they can't fully. They can't even be alone in a room with a little girl. A lot of them, not for a long amount of time. Once they're not getting laid, and that little girl, or they see a little, this is why I don't believe in letting them wash the baby. I don't care how crazy I sound. I don't give a fuck if you say, well, that's the father. So what? You know how many stories I've seen of the babies ended up being great because once he saw her vagina, or men saying, oh, I feel uncomfortable. Yeah, they feel uncomfortable because when they see it, they get hard whether they want to or not. Men are not like you. So wake the hell up to that. They're not like you. Religion was put on the planet to tame the beast. Men in their natural nature are animalistic and they still haven't completely evolved across the globe in large numbers. This is why religion everywhere you go to try to make them act to act normal, to maintain themselves, to have a sense of morality and not to do something wrong. That there will be consequences because in their natural nature, without it, it is darkness on the earth and chaos. That's what it meant during the Bible when it said it was darkness all over the earth. That's because in that, like the movie, The Book of Eli with Denzel Washington, baby, that's what it was like. No law and order. Men grape women and children. They kill each other. And women do stuff too. Cannibalism from starvation, no resources, raping, sex slavery, and that was even in the Bible. They was letting the slave girls go to the daddy, then to the uncle, and all this other stuff. And that's what goes on. See, it's not going to be women that's going to fix this problem. Men have to listen to men. That's who they will listen to. It's going to take good men to lead men to be better because they haven't listened to women yet and they never will. Most of them. And I know y'all hate this. That's why I don't say God is a woman because if that were the case, we would never be in this position that we're in. If we were God, we would be treated like a goddess and stuff. Baby, please. I'm sorry. I don't talk like that because our position in the world is definitely opposite of that. The truth is that we're here with men, we give birth to them and we need their sperm to make a baby. I don't care about that parthenogenesis bullshit. I've never witnessed it. We've never seen it. And some of us want to get pregnant by them. We want them to F us and make us pregnant with a loving relationship. And the fact is that you give birth and you can't choose what gender you give birth to. And not on average. And the thing is that no matter what we do, they have more physical strength. So we can protest, we can do whatever we do. All it takes is for a group of them to get together and bust down that fucking door, and it's over. And we know it deep within our hearts. We know that they could easily subdue us just off their physical strength. And it's a damn shame, but it's the truth. They have to have something to touch their soul. It's a mental thing to touch their fucking soul, which hasn't happened yet for a good portion on the earth. Men when they date women, do they think she looks good enough? Is she pretty enough? Can I show her off to my boys? They care about the opinion of men. So it's going to take strong men of God, strong men of strength, good character to lead them because they don't listen to women. And they even say, well, the Bible says a woman ain't supposed to tell a man what to do. She's supposed to shut the fuck up in church and be quiet. That's what they say. And then you have other religions across the globe that also treat women like shit too. You notice that's what they all have in common, whether they Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, fucking spiritual, atheist. It don't matter what the religion is. They all got that in common globally, hating the fuck out of us. Oddly enough, craving us and our warmth and our soft breasts and our coochies and our cooking and our kisses. But all of a sudden, when it's time to really love us, all of a sudden it's an issue. I don't know. I said a lot of men are just gay. A good damn near 50% spiritually gay and all that other stuff. So, and always blaming us. Every time they do something, it was our fault. Oh, Eve and the apple, that bullshit. Some of them always doing that. They don't have no accountability. So, I believe that we represent nurturing Mother Earth where we can be very loving. We also have scandalous ass women too out here. But overall, we're more loving, forgiving. We put up with a lot of shit. We cook, clean. They use our bodies and have the ultimate pleasure. We carry babies. We breastfeed. We rear children. And yet we getting treated like shit. That's why the 4B movement is happening over in Korea. So, when she mentioned that men are a deity, just like white men are a deity in whiteness, and the white woman is uplifted in society because she's the white man's counterpart, it's beyond skin color. White people have built the world. You can get mad about it all you want to. They have built societies and technology along with Asians, infrastructure in this era, these last 1,000 years or whatever. This is facts. The respect they're getting is not simply because they have pale skin, because other people have pale skin too. It is because of they are builders of society. Now you can bring up slave rape and horrible things that's also a part of their history too, and other people's history in different countries of color. But the fact remains is that it goes beyond just because, oh, they are racially white. It's because they have changed people's countries to have infrastructure and a functioning society, bank systems and all of that. And I don't know why some of y'all deny this shit, because you hate them. Some of y'all out there and you're in denial about it. That's a part of the whole white supremacy. I don't even like the word white supremacy. I don't use that word. Okay? Because on one minute people are saying you're supreme. If that's the case, how can somebody be more supreme than you? How can they kick your ass constantly? If you're so much better, why can't you go toe to toe? I'm just saying, stop. I don't use the word white supremacy, because I'm not uttering out my mouth as somebody's more supreme than me. But I will say is that they have built a lot and has gained the respect globally of people who want to build like them. But they also have the histories too of horrible things that have also happened within history. And we, again, other countries as well have enslaved their women. The grape of Nanking or something, those Japanese women who were raped by other Asians and had sticks shoved up their vaginas, and it was disgusting. In Africa, when that Tipu Tip and all of them mass murdering 400 black women in Africa, that damn man, and selling off slaves. So yeah, everybody got it going on, in my opinion. So men like to fight. So they're not going to listen to women, because once you get them riled up and pissed off, they're going to want to whoop your ass, because they whoop men's asses. And then they have to fight not to whoop your ass, if he has any sense, because you're a woman. Telling somebody what to do with aggression and bossing them around is considered masculine. That is why they cannot and will not submit to a woman's authority. It's like their mama bossing his ass. It just don't work well. I mean, we do have more sense, a lot of us, than men. We're wonderful leaders and can get things in order. But a lot of men don't want it. Whether we're better at it or not, they won't submit to it. Okay? And a lot of them don't even submit to God, because they love to say that you submit to God and then she submits to me. But a lot of these men are not men of God. A lot of these men around are not men of God at all, especially in the black community. They completely support broken homes and treating their women like shit with multiple different women. It's a mess going on, and that's why things look the way that they do. So, I always think, I do want to see more black people get married, who's always complain, we need to get married, but you can't make a man marry you. My thing is, even if black marriages went up, I really believe the men would still be cheating on these women with other men's wives. The divorce rate probably would still be high, because the black man cannot keep it in his pants, a good portion of them. And they'll say, well, we're not supposed to be monogamous. That's what they love to say. I can't bring another man in. So why do you get to bring somebody else in, as if I don't desire somebody else? So I'm not saying I do, but if I did, I can't do it. So why do you get to do it? It's going to be what it's going to be. It's going to be what it's going to be. So I do believe that colonialism, Micah, has affected the world, but white people didn't get to do what they did. It just didn't happen like that. They were already not together in these other countries. The men were treating their women like shit before the white man came. They had colorism before the white man came. They were greedy before the white man came. They sold out their people. I mean, a lot of people of color never want to admit their role in how they got overtaken. The white man, he just didn't come up there in small numbers and overtake millions of motherfuckers. It just don't happen like that. We never acknowledged the black African and a sprinkle of them women who were completely complacent with slavery, who sold off the people and let them get raped. even gave themselves up for marriage to ease tensions with the Portuguese and stuff. You know, in India, I'm telling you, he just capitalized off of what was already wrong in these places. They were already weakened. They were already not together. And that's why it was so easy to fuck them up in the head first. You got to do mental tactics first. You got to, do that. Then you can overtake them. Because ain't no way a small group of white men came on a boat in the black continent, called the Black Continent of Africa, like South Africa. You telling me just a few of them showed up in South Africa and took y'all over like that? Nah. Either you got some weak ass motherfucking men, or something went down that somebody ain't saying. Even in these other countries, they complain because they didn't win. They participated, they worked with them, they let them fuck their women, they sold their women into slavery, and all across the globe with the white man. And once the white man came out on top as the global winner, they all fucking sucking their teeth now and saying, he did this to me, he did that, and you did that shit too, bitch. You sold your women into sex slavery. A lot of people did that shit, and you ain't fight back. How you gonna let a little group of motherfuckers come in your shit and fuck you up like this? And y'all don't fight to the death. Now, the Native American men, they fought and they lost. They fought and they lost, but they did fight. You got other groups of men, they ain't fight. Shit, they was colonized because they ain't fucking fight. It's a difference between being enslaved and colonization is somebody coming up in there, making deals with you, setting up businesses, and then putting your people out of work and putting themselves on top and then getting rich and leaving. Versus being enslaved, somebody come in, start to fight you, grab your women up, fucking rape you, and then put you into slavery. Shit. And psychological warfare shows you got to be real smart to be able to fuck somebody up in the head. And the person who's getting fucked over psychologically has to be weak. To have that amount of people supposedly get this weak by one group of people, it tells me about you. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Shit, I grew up in America like other people, and I ain't fucking weak in the head like I be hearing people talking. Shit, I don't feel like I'm a victim. If I could leave America if I wanted to, I don't want to leave America. I'm fully aware of where I live and the benefits of living here. Everybody whining now about the white man. But they didn't mind working with them. They didn't mind giving them their women to sleep with and grape them. They didn't mind selling their people off, selling them out or into slavery. But you wasn't as effective as him. You weren't as smart and cunning as him, and you lost. And now you fucking whining. Your fucking men was weak across the fucking globe when it comes to this white man. And don't nobody want to say this shit. I'm saying it. And I don't give a fuck if I'm seen as a coon or a sellout or against the people of color. Y'all all need to self-reflect around the world and think, why the fuck was this one minority race of man able to fuck y'all up so bad globally? In small numbers. You better go look at what kind of men do you fucking got. Give a fuck how I sound. Shit. Because that's what I look at. I look at the men. Shit, why the fuck wasn't shit? I wish somebody would come to my nation and try to fucking... You saw that movie 300 with Gerard Butler? You saw how the motherfuckers came up over there and tried to take him over, and he kicked his ass in that dark ass pit? He said, this is Sparta, bitch. He knew exactly what they was going to do and said, bitch, we gonna fight to the death because y'all ain't coming up over here. That's how it was supposed to go down in South Africa and Africa, the fucking Asian countries and shit. If y'all was so smart, or India and stuff, y'all should have whooped his fucking ass. Excuse me. If y'all was in such danger, or you could sense danger, or the destruction of your women and children and shit, you was supposed to fight, bitch, to the fucking death. Shit, even over here. But it's done and it's over and done with. And we now live in a new society. And as quiet as it's kept, a lot of y'all don't want to leave no damn airplanes and train railroads and technology behind. People be talking all this shit, but refuse to go to other countries that don't have it. I ain't even saying no more. I've said enough over the years. I'm tired. I don't, people can make up all the excuses they want. The white man won and y'all lost. Get over it. Accept the shit. Take self-reflection on how that shit happened and learn.
I'm just here to tell you what your mama didn't tell you. If that man starts making comments about your hair, your weight, your sense of style, if that man is rude or crude in any way, making jokes at your expense, I'm just here to tell you what your mama didn't tell you. If that man starts making comments about your hair.
Baby, Jamar, I don't need to do research. I have been on here since 2009. I have done plenty of research. And I have found out things that disgusted me, that our ancestors participated in. And plus, some stuff is just common sense. The white man is a minority on the whole fucking planet. The fact that he's been able to build the world the way that he has with technology and infrastructure is fucking impressive. And I don't give a fuck who gets mad about it. The fact that he was able to rule over people and fuck them up on this type of level, being a minority, makes me think, what the fuck is going on in your country and what kind of men did you have, like Brooklyn Blue says, not protecting the fort. It just doesn't happen overnight. And we know the truth, some of us, that black leaders in Africa did deals with them. They relied on slavery for their income. They sold their women out the same way they do in 2025, selling African women all over Italy as I speak in the sex trade. Black men were greedy. They were treacherous. They didn't get anything out the deal, and they got completely fucked over for it. And the race ain't been the same since. Shit. They didn't give a fuck about black women suffering and children for hundreds of years. No rescue mission, not shit. And they participated. And in other countries. In India, white men didn't come over in India with fucking swords and says, give me your land. They welcomed them there and did business and set up that damn, what's that tea company shit from Britain? And then they were outperforming them and their people got jealous and upset. And then they blamed them for colorism, even though they was fucking colorist before white people even came up over there. Yes, they were. Everybody always blaming the white man for shit they was already doing. He saw the weaknesses and capitalized off the weaknesses and played the art of war. Everybody lost and now they mad because, hell, he actually has better countries than us. Shit, everybody talking about they so smart and better than the white man, then fucking build your country up then. Why the fuck you got to keep talking about him for? You supposedly supreme and got melanin and you so much better and smarter. Why you even saying white supremacy? How can that exist for you? If you so supreme and better, why can't you fucking beat his ass? Yeah, I said that shit. The white man is about battle. Shit, he's like, come on and show me. What you gonna do? You gonna fight? You know, you ain't gonna fight. You just gonna be a little bitch and keep crying while I kick your ass. He don't respect that shit, that weak shit. That's why so many people able to get overtaken, because they weak. Always crying and whining. Oh, a white woman's on TV. Shut up. Turn off the fucking TV then. That's his fucking TV. That's his magazine. Why you keep going to him for strength? Why you keep begging him to fix you? Why you keep begging him to love you and make you love yourself? Why you keep begging him to apologize? He ain't apologizing. He ain't giving up his power to nobody. You gonna have to fight for that shit, because white men fight. And y'all ain't willing to fight. Y'all never was on average around the globe. That's why you got your ass kicked. Damn. I hate having to say this shit, but it's true. You was supposed to fight. Even to the motherfucking death. You better fight to the goddamn death, because that's what white men do. You think a white woman would be enslaved for 700 years? We ain't never heard of no shit like that, because a white man ain't gonna let that shit happen. He gonna kill your fucking ass. The white man gonna fight. He already showed he willing to die for the white woman. But the black African man wasn't willing to die for the black woman. That's exactly why we was fucking slaves for so fucking long. I don't give a fuck who mad about that shit. That Native American man fought too. But he lost, but he fought. Other fucking people still bow down to this day in Asian countries and shit. And I ain't taking up for people that wouldn't let me in their country or wouldn't let me fucking date their son. They better go figure out to get some strength their own fucking selves like black people in America had to learn to do. Shit. I ain't bowing to shit if I can't come in your country or date your fucking son. And the motherfucking Moors hated black women too. They bred themselves out with Turkish women and shit. And why the fuck was they able to build up Spain for 700 years, but they couldn't build up Africa? And then they got kicked the fuck out because they was tired of they fucking ass. And they a memory anyway. Shit. And the Moors ain't fucking West African. Come on with this shit. And I ain't saying this. Look, I already know black Americans from our history. We've done amazing things. But our ancestors before us and shit, and even during the times of slavery, baby, you was supposed to fight. Physically fight, bitch. Come on, we gonna fucking die. Go in that fucking house, kick that motherfucking slave plantation house open, get that fucking bitch calling you a nigga, and fucking slice her fucking throat. Let me calm down. I'm on a live. I can't be talking like this. I'm just saying how that shit was supposed to happen. Oh yeah, you think you gonna enslave me and my kids? You think I'ma breastfeed your babies? Knock open her door and get her motherfucking ass. And if we all got to die, we gonna die. I'm getting hyped up. But then I have to remember, during that time, that's the only world they knew. They had kids and families, and they probably didn't know what to do. Some of them was scared. But Lord... But that's why all right, hopefully y'all can hear me. Hopefully. Having a little issue. Okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay. Microphone, little issue, y'all. Hopefully you all can hear me, but I mean, that's how it was supposed to happen during that time. That's how it was supposed to happen. You were supposed to fight. Mainly the men, because we're women. We're not as strong. But, yeah, those Moors were racist. They enslaved other Africans, the Moors. Now, were they black? Yeah, they were. They were also very mixed raced as well. They were a mixture, but they also did enslave other Africans. I literally saw it in a book over a decade ago. Moors actually enslaved other Africans. Mansa Musa also had slaves. Okay? See, the black African man sold out his race during slavery and destroyed the race behind it. Other countries didn't have the same type of slavery, but they willingly worked with white men who outperformed them, overtook them, and now they angry for stuff and blame him for everything. And they still can't get it together. The white man ain't even in these other countries, and they still can't get their shit together. But why? Because they're not as effective as him. And if you were, you would be able to improve that shit, but they haven't so far. And I'm talking across the fucking globe. And I didn't name what countries I'm talking about. Shit, you so supreme and shit, then show it then. Show the shit. How can he be more supreme than you if you supposedly more supreme? Why can't you get your shit together? You such a builder. Why can't you build up shit now? Why can't you come together? It's always the white man's fault. I'm done with it. I've been hearing this shit since I was little. I'm tired of it. I'll just die here, and then in the next life, we'll see what happens. I don't know. So, men fight. The white man fights. The white man respects war and battle. And I know it ain't always right, but you ain't got no fucking choice when somebody trying to take your shit and fucking take your women and kids. You better do like fucking 300 did in Sparta. You better fucking fight. Go on. Like I said, you would never see a white woman enslaved the way we were for that damn long. They had slavery, but it ain't never been on our level. And for that long, a white man ain't gonna let that shit happen. The Arab man ain't gonna let that shit happen. When you ever heard of an Arab woman being fucking put into slavery and being sex trafficked all over the globe? That shit ain't happen. Not no Arab woman at large, and not no white woman, and not even all Asian women. The black woman, which is why we don't get respect globally. It makes me sick. And it's not my fault. It's the men's fault. It's the fucking men's fault. I shouldn't have to pay a good look down upon for what my ancestors of men allowed to happen to me. That's why people don't like us too. They pity us or they don't respect us because of the men, of what they allowed to happen to us. Men know. They know this language. They understand. That's why our value is looked down upon, because we are sex trafficked women and we didn't have any protection. Men don't like to fuck with women that got protection. That's why nobody fucks with the Arab woman, because Arab men have shown, bitch, I'll murk all y'all asses, including myself, before you F with mine. The black man ain't never fight for no black woman like no Arab or no white man for his woman. And that's why we looked down upon as well. I don't give a fuck. Black woman, wake the fuck up. Women in Afghanistan, yeah, I'm not saying they all get treated right now. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying those women get treated right in some of those countries. They get treated like shit. My thing is, though, is that even though they get treated like shit, when have you heard of any of those women being put into slavery by their own men for other groups of men to fuck them and sell them off? When have you really heard about it? I'm not saying it's not possible to sprinkle during some olden times like the Ottoman Empire type of shit, but I'm saying overall, when have you heard the black woman is the most fucked over woman in American human history? In human history, there ain't no other race of woman that can say that shit like a black woman. The most fucked over in human history. And when you see that, instead of being mad at the white man and always trying, if it ain't the white man, let's jump on the Arab man. No, you need to look at your fucking men. Why did your men let this happen to you for that fucking long? Everybody. Girl, please, y'all better wake the fuck up. But don't nobody want us to talk like that. They always lumping us in too online. It's like, bitch, I'm a woman. I can't fucking fight no man. What the fuck you looking at me for? It ain't my fault. And even now, black men are selling black women into sex slavery in America the most, and in Africa, all over Italy. I don't even have the energy no more. I don't even have it no more. This mother effer right here only got 5 years in prison. He threw her off the balcony. Baby, he was arrested for throwing her naked to her death from an up-down apartment off the 5th floor window because he was cheating on his woman with her. He was cheating on his woman with her, the woman you see on the screen. So instead of being confronted for cheating on his woman, he threw her off the 5th floor naked and she fell to her death. And they only gave this motherfucker 5 years in prison for throwing her off the fucking balcony. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Can you believe that? How in the world does he get 5 years in prison for throwing her off a balcony to her death? This makes no sense. And look, I know what I just said on this live is going to trigger some black men. Some of you are so weak that you won't listen to anything I said. The only thing you hear out your mouth, oh, she hates black men. No, I hate your history. I hate what you allowed to happen to us. You need to be held accountable. Your ancestors, you need to be held accountable. And if you have a problem that I would dare hold you accountable for the enslavement of my ancestors of women and the disrespect globally, get mad about it. Because no one ever wants to look at you as how did you let this happen? Get angry. For over 700 to 1,000 years, are you serious? But I didn't just talk about us. I talked about other countries too. I mentioned other countries and this whole being colonized thing. No, it's the men. The men allowed it. Y'all didn't operate like Sparta off 300. You didn't see the danger, or maybe you did, and some participated in it. I ain't say all of y'all, Mr. Universe. Most black women don't even think about what I said on average. They're always looking to blame somebody for their history. It's the white man. You never look at your men. You never self-reflect and think, what the fuck did my men do to let this happen? And I'm not talking about just in America. You got to go farther back. The whole shit. Them Africans. You got to look at all that shit. Hey, I hold them accountable too. I didn't just blame the men, Jamar. Did I not say that they was graping too? I look at it. I said the black woman is the most fucked over woman in human history. So when I said that, I'm not just talking about black men. Everybody, damn it. I want my fucking reparations from parts of Africa for that shit. Okay. So yeah, he threw her out the window. A man accused of throwing a naked woman to her death from the Uptown apartment received a 5-year prison sentence. 5 years. He's 42 years old. Tyson Tillman. This happened in 2022. She was just 31 years old. Tabitha Tanner. He tossed her from the 5th floor window when his girlfriend arrived home. Surveillance video showed him arriving to the building. Okay. So basically it was recorded that he did this to her. It says her naked body fell into an alley behind the building, and he left his apartment and checking on her body at 11 p.m. She sustained, okay, let's see. She had a broken leg and some trauma, broken bones, and a lacerated heart. When the police interviewed him, he denied knowing anything about what happened. So basically, he's cheating. His girlfriend comes home. She's naked, and he throws her off the 5th floor. She falls to her death, breaks her bone, has a lacerated heart. And then the police ask him questions, and he denies knowing what happened. Can you believe this? And they gave him 5 years for taking her life. 5 years. And this is why our justice system is a joke. The justice system is a joke. This man should be getting the D penalty for throwing her off that damn 5th floor. Leave a heart if you think he should get the D penalty because he took her life. Even if it was a panic, you're on the 5th floor. You threw her out the damn window naked. My God. My God. Okay, I don't see a heart so far. I don't know if he took a plea deal. So this is the last thing I want to show for tonight. This guy is from the Fugees. Killing me softly with his words. Taking my life with it. Killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly. Now, I think it is a remake, but still. We know him. Praz. He is getting 14 years in prison because he helped funnel millions of dollars to influence the U.S. elections. I'm like, what? First of all, why would he be involved in that? Like, you're rich. You're a rich musician. Why are you even doing stuff like this? This is just weird. This is weird to me. But he got 14 years. I said, oh, damn. Now, from that video I showed you, they claimed that he had allegedly beat Lauryn Hill up. Either Wyclef or him. Allegedly. But yeah, he's getting 14 years in jail. Oh, snap. Hold on. Oh my God. Thank you, honey. Thank you. You know who you are. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Denham. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Okay, he was sentenced to 14 years in federal prison for his sweeping role in an international conspiracy scheme. I'm like, why are you doing this? And you're a musician. Okay, tampering and failing to register as an agent of China. They've ordered him to pay $64 million to the government. He's well educated but very arrogant. I feel you have no remorse, said the judge. Damn. So now his legacy is completely ruined. I just don't understand this. They're saying he was an agent to China. I'm like, you're in a R&B hip hop music group. You made millions of dollars. Why are you involved in this? This is crazy. So now Pras is getting locked up from the Fugees. Wyclef was very quiet. Lauryn Hill was very quiet. This was just strange to me. This is strange to me. Okay. Lastly, I want to show this. It says that well-groomed men earn 20% more than their less groomed peers. I can believe this. Baby, a job will always show you more respect. You just get more respect, period, when you look good. You gotta, shave, get your beard freshly lined up, or your goatee, or just no beard at all. Have your hair cut low and a nice groomed haircut. Smell good. If you don't, at least have it neat looking. Whatever hairstyle you're wearing has to be neatly done. No dirt under your fingernails, minimal tattoos, minimal jewelry, a fresh suit, wear some cologne and smell good, baby. Brush them damn teeth, get them teeth whitened, baby, and you will get respect. And of course, being intelligent, because if you can look good, but you can't speak well, you don't know what you're doing. But looking good helps. It says 20%, they earn 20% more than their less groomed peers. It says that with the economic study from the University of Chicago and another one from Yale, they found that well-groomed men earn 14% and 20% more on average than their less groomed peers, even if their resumes are identical. It says this phenomenon isn't just about vanity, it's about perception. Employees and clients often unconsciously associate cleanliness and style and self-care with confidence, and discipline. Okay, so I believe that. You know how I believe this? I remember I was doing something for a job and I looked really good, but I was really nervous, and one of the women could notice, and I heard her whisper, but she looks like she just has it all together. That's what she thought when she saw me, but she looks like she just has it all together. But because I had looked really together, but I was nervous and I wasn't doing as well. So they look at all of that. So yeah, baby, y'all better go up in them jobs looking good. Even if you get the job, showing up, always looking professional, you might get a raise. The boss will notice you like, oh, they really care about this job. They really care about how they look. They care about my company. He can represent my company. I have someone that looks good and clean representing my company. A lot of women might flock to him. He can do the marketing or something. He can talk for my company because we like to look at him. That's how it works with a lot of people. Oh my God. Style and Spritz says, yeah, wash the crust from your eyes, exfoliate your lips, and your no ashiness. Yeah, put on some lotion, baby. I look at that, like the side of a man's lips, if there's spit on the side of his lips or crusted up ears and stuff. Baby, no. So y'all heard it here, fellas. Take time into how you look. Try to look good and do your damn thing. Okay? So that is it for today's video. I got riled up of things I think should have happened in the past. The past is 2025. How I think things should have been handled to escape being dominated across the globe. In my opinion, the past is the key word. In some cases, it depends on. even today in some certain countries with stuff, but you got to be smart about how you operate and how you do things. I want to see all of humanity get along, but history is ugly. And there are things in history that should not have happened. And there's a lack of empathy for the black woman, in my opinion, from history. And things that should have been done differently, in my opinion. So, I said what I said. Believe me, I meant it in a loving way. Okay, so y'all all take